Part 2 of the Punter Show. Should say free trials continued, boys.
How'd it go?
Oh, yeah, enormous. Yeah.
Anyone take my stuff for free?
Yeah, heaps, stacks of it. Obviously, the higher ticket items with the more people gravitated to. But basically, we'll have another.
Are we doing it again next week?
Yeah, we're doing it again, doing it all the time. So if you,
how enormous is this?
Basically, if you haven't had a free trial. If you haven't had a free trial last week, you can get a free trial this week. There'll be the selected products up there.
So let's go through. You've got free shows, free preview shows, free banter, free email. Yep. If you want to be a punter and come on the show, you're welcome to come on anytime. So you get a free spot. You get free different beds, free sign-ups,
free feature interviews with big punters,
and if you want some of our products, you can have them for free. Free
articles there about framing markets, lanes, all that sort of a lot of Mark's Pearl and Pearls and Wisdom.
We get the odd email that gives it to us.
Yeah.
And we read them out freely.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we've got to enjoy them too.
Yeah.
Big hello to Sambo. I haven't heard you in a
No,
while.
Sambo's
you can do your best. Anyway, everything's always free.
That's right. And we do make money from selling things occasionally, but yeah.
What if we bring the game into disrepute?
Oh, we do. But they want to get rid of us.
Do they really?
Of course, they hate us with a passion. But would you say on balance we're good for the industry or bad for the industry? Well, how many extra dollars of turnover do you think the Punter Show has created?
You need great movie, wasn't it? The good, the bad, the ugly. We fit in somewhere in the second bit.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, you need that layers. Anyway, so remember the free trials across the board and everything else that's happening on the show and all that, and keep an eye on the news throughout the weekend. Firstly, Mark Cruikshank made point of this, Glenn. Apparently train drivers get $140,000 a year in Melbourne and are on strike. Forget the buses.
I told you people are getting $1 million a year, fellas.
Well, I mean, but you've got the double whammy there. You've got the 140 for driving a train and a strike.
Yeah, and then if you're ready to go and can do a 3-hour shift, you get paid a full daily ride. What about that? Hashtag I'm at the wrong industry.
Well, you did make the move to Melbourne. Maybe you did the wrong thing.
I should have stayed there on the trains.
On the trains.
But imagine just driving.
Oh, you'd be good at driving a train.
There. That's right. We don't do
that. You'd still be able to play a band there. I think you just turn it on and off. It's all automated, isn't it?
So what, you just sit there?
I'm pretty sure.
I think you just sit. You could wall.
Can you take Betfair on thing?
Oh, probably. I'm sure there'd be some OH&S issues with playing Betfair while driving a train. But I reckon you'd find a way to do it, Glenn.
Yeah, I'd Betfair for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And you could wall while driving a train.
Well, you just have the Betfair page up and the next page next to it, you just have train safety rules. So when the door opens, you go click. Oh, you must just read the train safety rules.
Just
good bloke. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, just checking up.
Yeah, the switch page.
Yeah.
The old switch page.
Yeah. You're on the train.
Fuck, what a life. How easy would it be?
Yeah.
That's what you don't want. You've picked the hardest thing you could pick.
There's a little bit of self-sabotage in me, I must have.
Masochism. Yeah. All right.
Self-sabotage is a great word, isn't it?
Yeah. Simon has said, Shiraz, what a fantastic run. It's amazing how finely tuned these horses have to be to win on the day. I was out at Tony McAvoy's stables to see a two-year-old Foxweds he's training for Baggy Green Racing, which Simon puts together a few horses with. He looked sensational. He was a month between runs and the work had been done, but they were concerned he may be a little fresh and throw it away in the yard. So they saddled him up, put the hood on him and sent him out into the track for a very easy trot and canter. That way he thought it was just a normal day and stayed relaxed. I'm not sure how he paraded before the race, but you can bet it's the attention to detail that can make the difference between winning and losing.
Cheers from Simon.
Yeah, and why he asked me, why does McAvoy do my head in? Because
he does do your head in more than mine.
He does. Yeah.
Well, he presents his horses with time off all the time. I think that's he's outside. He's outside the box.
First thing you think when you see him on TV, am I the same? You just go off bad acne scars. He's got really bad acne scars.
Yeah.
So when you got bad acne scars, grow a beard. You do my head in.
So I think James Woods.
It's a bad look, isn't it?
Like Seal.
Seal? What about Seal? If I had a shotgun, I'd shoot Seal. I'd just say I'm going to kill you because you've got acne scars, because I can't look at them any longer.
This is anti-seals, animals and humans.
Yeah, anti-seal.
You're for a good seal club?
I'm against bad acne scars.
Are you pro seal clubbing?
So what are you proposing? Just beard up.
Well, be like me as a adolescent. Never got one pimple. I never got one pimple. I never got one pimple. I remember thinking, we must
like
get pimples,
Seal.
And I told my brain, don't get them.
That's very strong.
It was a strong gun.
The reason why McAvoy does my head in,
because that's got to be part of your feature interview.
no pimples. A couple on my ass, but then that was alright.
The reason why Tony McAvoy does my head in is I just can't get his patterns right.
Yeah.
Don't you just focus on the scarring?
Distance jumps.
I've gone beyond the scarring. It's just for the way
jumps.
that I look at things.
1400
He's
to 2000.
14 to 18. He loves
Yeah.
that.
he's Bizarro world, and I can't tune into his Bizarro world.
does
And
run a
then
lot
his
of-
horses parade shit, and they race well.
He runs a lot of Hawkesbury, and it's hard to work
Right,
out.
So
when
he trains there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's always Bizarro World.
Yeah.
Hawkesbury form.
And how did it parade, Shiraz?
Shiraz paraded
It's on
sensational every start.
There it was.
So Shiraz is
I
a
went
horse.
there
What,
1200 back to
this preparation
1000,
better, or-
doing the form, and I thought this, because I've been doing some prices for my just own head, just to get more in a bit of a Peter Todd, Mark Lambourne like bracket, and I kept thinking I really want to be fives. This will end up making 7 to 2, big deal. So I'm not saying I found it great, but I kept thinking I wanted to be fives just for 1200 back to 1000, because I think 1000 is such a specialist. But once you saw on parade and everything else, and put all the Lego bits together, you had to find it on top.
There's something about that race, I don't know, it seemed like a real hard race. Like they were all sort of off the bit and chasing. To me, that might be a little bit worried about it next start, maybe. It just seemed like a race where the way the track was, and they were all off the bit, really working hard. He wore him down at the end, but it would have taken a bit out.
You were thinking it's gut busting 1000 metre run.
It looked gut busting to me.
So next one, wherever it'll be 1200. So
Could
you're
be,
saying
especially if
it won't
it's
be,
2 weeks.
Yeah.
You'd rather see 3 weeks between
A
runs.
little bit of a new
and also
segment
too,
called Matt's Pearls for gut busters.
yeah, there it is. And also too, it's 4th run. He's been tuned up for a while. If you have had a hard run, that pushes you over the cliff a little bit quicker.
It'd be a real good training performance to get him right.
All right, and Simon went on to say, looked as though the most critical part of the track was between the 600 and 400, where it looked heavy. Darren mentioned it during race 3 in the chat room. Horse put under pressure and asked for an effort in this spot, had nothing left to give in the straight. Whether they were in the right lane or not, why some jockeys didn't nurse their mount through it is beyond me. And the little patch in the thing. I'll hold call on that until I see what the times have said.
And I think horses that did relax through that period were horses that were strong horses, like Archon, like Ruling Dynasty, and they just travelled through that patch just to go and doing their work. So when they come out, they still had that freshness in their legs because they're strong bastards. How did Aaron Oracle miss a place on them?
Liam said Australia got rid of, this is in defence of Matt, Australia got rid of the imperial system in 1971, and thank God we did. When my old man speaks of feet and inches, and I think he's the only one left who does, I have to imagine a footing Subway sandwich to make any sense of what he's saying.
That's so funny.
Likewise, for younger guys like myself, only dinosaurs say 5 to 2 instead of $2.50. Well, actually, it's $3.50, Liam.
You're giving yourself up.
You've given
there,
yourself, yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Neither myself nor any of my mates who are punters would ever think in those terms. It's probably easy to learn, but why bother when it's never going to come back or be any use to us? It's not being lazy. I'd just rather spend my time figuring out how to keep my missus off my back on a Saturday arvo, or whether sway nest.
Another happily married bloke. There's a bit of this.
Or whether Sway Nest ran well on the weekend or not. Speaking of which, was he a great run sitting 3 wide on pace, or did he get all the favours of the bias and slow pace on it compound and get swamped? I'm mind fucked and it's doing my head in because it's a horse I think I could potentially fly under the radar this spring and it'll all been a decent race.
A lot of people out there are completely mind fucked. Anything better than your parents. I know when I'm full of the drink doing my best with Shilson, I tell them I got an 11-inch dig, and I'm actually talking in centimetres, but never mind, girls. Never mind. I was with the girls Saturday night and I was at the club and there's another beautiful girl I was there. Anyway, I got cock-blocked by her, which was quite funny. I was doing my best with this other shield and she came straight over.
He just wanted to say it to show everybody he knows. I said, how the hell do you know what cock block means?
She came over, I was just about pretty sweet. She goes, why would you be talking to him? He's got no money. Cock blocked. An 11 centimetre ringer, or whatever you call it.
Anyway, what do we say about Sway Nest?
Well, it looks.
I'm just all because
You had it on top.
I loved it.
Yeah.
$10 was easy. J Mac, everything about it. I liked.
I'm treating Sway Nest a little bit. I'm under the covers with it. I sort of.
He was one of the data horses, wasn't it? It ran massive numbers.
But it wasn't a Cox Plate.
Cox Plate
Terry
well,
T.
didn't
Griffin's Cox Plate theory about the 3-year-olds and the Cox
3-year-olds
Plate.
Cox Plate, Cox
You know,
Plate destroyed,
it destroys them. And I think that he's had a preparation away from that. Now.
Yeah.
And look,
Where to finish up?
I finished 9th. Got beaten 3 1/4. That's a weird race. That just watching Rudy lose his position and then
getting back to what Liam said. Was it Liam who's mind factor or was it someone else?
Yeah,
Liam. Like just going forward to maybe clear up a bit of the mind FUC cadence because I'm trying not to swear them all. I've dropped off a bit.
I've dropped off a bit too.
I've dropped off a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure I try to get to heaven.
One a day or quoting.
What with the
Just
other
one.
religious people?
Yeah. Hey, that's nothing. How would you want to go to heaven and hang around Murray? What would you do? Play checkers with him? Oh, Ray, it's your move, buddy. It's good up here, isn't it? It's warm. You'd rather be in hell for sure. Drinks, drugs, cards, loose women.
Well, don't drop off the swearing.
Warm.
Yeah, warm. We're much more pro.
No, I'm just trying to be a better person.
Which what?
Which
What do you mean by better person?
swayness?
Better. I'm trying to be good all the time.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
We do.
I don't know. I just feel that when I used to be a better person, I used to win more.
Oh, you're trying to give yourself good karma.
Is that what I'm thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Getting back to Liam, what I'm saying is about go through the form, try to keep clear, and moving forward, don't be scared to take 40s or 30s things that you like on this day that fail.
Yeah,
Be forgiving with your
I think
form.
this is a forgiving day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to be so forgiving with your form.
Because everything,
at the moment.
most of the races are all run slowly.
Coming
they're
out
all-
of winter, the tracks, we don't even know if they're good 2s or heavy 11s.
Yeah,
We
it's-
don't-
everything's-
even the right range that we've been given isn't the right story. So you've got to be really forgiving.
Yeah, I think
you
that's-
know?
I think that's
and
fair to
it's
say that.
basically if they've run big positives, you want to be against them, Shiraz or the stayer first up. And
Yeah.
The ATC were quite clear on Saturday morning with the track condition. It was a slow 7, was it? But there was the worst section.
There was the worst section, yeah.
And they were quite sort of...
they're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it obviously showed there was something going on, not
Yeah,
right.
lovely.
Right.
Birdman said, just let me know if you want me to come on the show and apologise for nominating Mark Guest as a teacher's pet a few months ago.
I was a Birdman that was.
Birdman said he was a teacher's pet anyway. On the serious side though, I watched Channel 7 Racing Network on Saturday, this was last week, and I see that Bruce McAvaney got good reviews for his hosting the show. In my eye, as an A-grade teacher's pet, the way he was creaming on about the Queen's horse racing that day. Spew territory for sure.
Yeah, Bruce is like in the van, isn't he?
Oh,
Yes, he's a great race performer.
Mm.
I mean, he's right up there.
Snapper...
I mean, and he's tainted anyway.
Jude Snapper has said, keen to see if anyone has Epsom Metro winner after Saturday. Is Janu back after appearing to be in the wheelchair?
Not
Well-
for mine.
No, I think he's highly flattered. Need to see more, don't we?
We need to see more.
Yeah.
And we've got to deal with Waller with having, he's going to have 15 in the Epsom. Waller, I've been handling Waller pretty good. I can't be too
Mm.
I found him in the last. I mean, I've been handling Waller all right.
Alex has said, so has anyone seen Epsom Metro winner after Saturday? Oh, Kermadec's going to be very hard to beat everyone, isn't it?
Jesus, Kermadec was over a perfect
Yeah.
second up one, wasn't it?
And he's just going to need... He gets paid. A lot of
He
those
does have
horses.
to carry G-Boss.
Yeah, I wonder if you could lose him and find you.
G-Boss was out there drinking on Saturday night. I saw him.
So Kermadec for Epsom, obvious. That's sounding a bit obvious, but it's hard not to like, isn't it?
And what did we say about Pornichet?
Should have led. Shouldn't it? That was the wrong
I
tactics.
really don't know what to make of Pornichet. Yeah, I'm actually just starting to really do my things while that was
So parade-wise?
Perfect.
So he did have a nasty run.
Yeah.
perfect with it.
Yeah. Maybe.
Was he a 2,000 metre horse on the bunny?
I think so. Yeah.
Dictating.
I think they got their tactics wrong. They got that wrong on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Is he good enough for a
what's the
Caulfield
change
Cup?
of tactics?
I don't think there's a change of tactics. but
Is
I
he a
think
Caulfield
they-
Couples?
they
I
should
think
have
so.
led.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Anyway.
It's a class animal, but again, this form, these lanes, this roulette wheel doing this, we've just got to baby steps.
Alex has said, tried out Punters show at PBL over the weekend. Can't recommend it enough. Worth its weight in gold for punters looking to make good dollars, Matthew.
What's the PBL?
Pro Better Life. It's
Oh.
the life stuff. Yeah. I should actually...
Is that one of our
Did you get that?
It is.
Okay.
He sits next to me when I'm typing it, so he can
I
ask.
said when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not on.
Yeah, exactly. Matt, I
Tell
think...
us what do you got to say. Go. Tell us, ask me. What do you got to say, Glenn? Yeah, not much.
No, that's it. Matt, I think a key point about the value of that was Darren. I mean, it was winning sets all around, winning set all around for Darren again. But the addition of that unit or two or whatever it was on the Lloyd Williams horse that won at 20-1.
Yes,
Which
Chance.
that just shows the value of the chat room.
Yeah,
Right.
just the
Yeah,
money.
so he had a winning. He had a small winning set on paper.
Yeah,
And you
which
say
would
he
which would have been break even if he hadn't have had that unit on the Lloyd Williams thing that
Well,
fought
yeah.
back to beat the United States.
Can we do? I think we need to branch out. You guys need to do a bit more work. Get like something on the side. Clicky Potters program.
Well, he does a preview with him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Every Thursday,
Me and
yeah.
Darren, 45 minutes.
I don't watch anything.
Yeah, no, they do a preview.
I don't watch this.
They do their standing up.
People come and try and say, "What about you said Wednesday?" I go, "What did I say?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like, what do
Chance-
you have? Like a little tracksuit here, click here,
yeah.
half a dozen came up, come through.
All that. No, chance to dance was nice and firm, and we Lloyd Williams, you know, like he's hard to. He's also one of those trainers that, you know, he's first up a mile.
He's amazing.
If the money's firm,
that stable's starting to tick.
if the money's
amazing.
firm,
That's
Darren,
been missing. This been missing for a while. Yeah. Well,
Just show you, if you're watching this show,
that's it.
you can become part of the show and be quite successful.
That's right, exactly. Darren's the case.
Well, he used to he came on the show because he used to make out with you and bag me. Or like,
no, he loved you, but you thought he just got
because his missus loved you.
Yeah, she agrees with you on most
yeah,
things.
she's probably been sleeping with Darren in his tracksuit. She's desperate for a running out wide. Makes normal sense. She's only human. She loves what you said.
would you invite
What about
Darren?
my
Would you invite
11-inch?
Darren back on the show?
Damn it. Yeah, I like him.
Darren's scared of you. Darren, come back on the show.
Why would he be
Next
scared of me?
Monday.
I like him, but I'm surprised how he's such a hidden talent. Again, see, this is
There's
the
so
old
many hidden talents,
this is
don't there?
racetrack Glenn.
Yeah.
I've been on racetrack 35 years, 6 days a week. I mean, it's a bit of racing.
Yeah.
I like going to the races, Dallas.
Yeah, and you think that the entire racing sort of hierarchy.
He should be out there.
Yeah.
And we've given a few passes to Stewie Davidson and to Nathan Snow
Well,
to
no,
work
that's-
from home.
Yeah, but they had been there.
They had been there.
Yeah, but they had to be
they've
there.
got leave
So
passes.
they got like they're
They've
out.
got working from home.
and
Yeah,
Sean.
working home.
Kings and Sean the same.
Oh, Kingsley. Kingsley Bartholomew is, I would say, is the most impressive man I've ever met.
It's nice. Oh, in front of Stewie.
Like, really impressive. Like,
Yeah.
he's got 100 yards to shoot when it comes to like letting down.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I own 4 million. I might have 3 million on this.
yeah,
It's hard not to like.
yeah.
It's everything I said. And he was just a boy.
Oh, I know. He's so he was so
Yeah, I think there's always that, I suppose, the tall poppy jealousy syndrome in Australia. But
It's
you just,
fucking-
yeah, I think if you know Kings, you could never wish anything other than great success. You
If you saw Kings
you
walk
actually,
so-
If he was
mild-mannered,
walking
isn't
past
he?
a nightclub and all the chicks were out there and single Kings walks past, they go, look at that fucking bank telling, nerdy fucking clerk, and fucking he'd have no balls. I'm telling you, if they gave him a suck, they'd be drinking cum for 3 days. He has the biggest balls in Sydney.
Well, caption number 2.
He's the most,
Oh, no, that's fine.
He is the
Yeah.
most impressive. He's the
Yeah,
most
that's
impressive bloke I've ever seen in a race. I would put him in front of Ray Hopkinson. He bets.
yeah.
So, but you get people like Darren Potter. That's why my brain struggles with it, because there they are, the trackie, look like he needs Viagra, doesn't look. You know, it's a different look. Do you know what I mean?
It's Darren's best promo ever.
Yeah, he's exactly right.
I was telling
You
my
can
head
get Darren
in. He does
said
my head
probably.
in. Because every time I turn the show down, he just in pots we trust. I go,
That's Twitter, Glenn.
well, whoever it is. You know,
Yeah.
want to turn things on.
I started that.
Yeah, beautiful. It's nice.
He's
little-
doing it. He obviously
All right.
trying to be a good man. He impresses me.
Scott has said
Still
Golden
got
Rose looks. Sorry,
Yeah.
Scott has said Golden Rose. It looks extremely average without Vancouver. Agree?
So what? He's been they pulled him.
No, he's not in the Golden Rose.
He's going to stud, is he?
Not yet. No, he probably will be.
I'm thinking it's
I think it's stud. Yeah.
because
Wow.
well, it's a $25 million colt. Then what are you going to run a few more times and get
if
$6.5 million for it?
he goes as well in the races that he did in the trial,
And we said,
and he goes shit
Dallas,
house.
this is the only time you were wrong, because you've been right so much. He did naught at Rosehill, and that's why they pulled the plug.
Oh, I thought he did okay, right? So, but he's
But
gone.
that's what I'm saying.
He's gone,
He's done naught.
He's done, yeah.
Because you said he'll trial again and go with the guy.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was, I just felt that was never going to happen.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was wrong. There it is.
It's one of the first times this year you've been wrong. Yeah.
Wow. Don't you just fucking want him to run so that
You're lame.
well, like Horry wants to back him, for example. You know, he says, "Oh, I'll go get $6 or $7 in the Golden Rose, and I'll back it." You know, like
he did naught.
No, but it's like you want that horse to be in the race because there's still people in his camp, and you're not in his camp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need those polarising horses.
Breeding.
Because the beautiful thing about it is I can stand here for 10 on Betfair, which is a two-way street for me. I'm going to win 2,200 or something, and if he wins, I get to blow up so bad
Yeah.
and self-sabotage.
Yeah.
It's all ecstasy, isn't it?
Exactly,
Yeah,
right. It's all good.
win-win.
It's
You
all
just
good.
can't lose.
But can I just say in that I hadn't done the figures last week, but Exosphere is now the number one horse for the age. It's going to +8 last week, so it +8 with improvement is probably a living certainty in the Golden Rose.
Press statement. Yeah, only didn't get beaten far. I suppose.
So, but I think he had more improvement, didn't he? Exosphere versus Press Statement, Glenn. Who do
Press
you want to be?
statement had residual.
Who do you want to be? Blue Jackets. I might wear a John O'Shea mask.
What? So this is the golden sort of consolation, is it? Because the Blues went so badly in the.
Isn't the Golden Rose always the Golden Rose?
Yeah.
Isn't that going to be the Golden for the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Didn't Forensics win both?
Nothing for
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you and me own the Gold Silver winner, we're going to push him. The first thing we're going to nominate is for the home track,
Yeah.
back to the scene of the crime. You know.
Yeah. All right. Dom said, seriously, can these jockeys know where the best part of the track is? They are all legless. Sell FFS hopeless hashtag. Paul Daly mentioned.
Well, they all can't get in the best part of the track.
They all can't, but I think they were steering out of it on Saturday.
The other thing is, the jockeys were told the track was wet. What does that do to a jockey's mind?
Off the fence, off the fence, off the fence. Paul Daly from Ratings to Win, just a little bit of a stat on Sergi Lisney. Last 107 Metro rides, 5 winners and a loss on turnover of 28.54%.
Which did surprise me because
Last
Serge
12
does seem to ride that sort of horse that's outside the market that you feel he can get up on.
Yeah. You're thinking not many winners, but possibly a winner.
15 to 1 chance. I was surprised it was that bad. I wouldn't mind backing Serge's next 107 Metro rides. There you go. Just
Turn it around.
And his last
the graph
12
to go the other way.
favourites, no winners.
It's like the Australian dollar goes like this, then goes back.
Yeah,
up,
correct.
So his last 12.
Serge is an outlier, isn't he? He's a naught on the rule.
Oh, he's the cowboy that comes in.
He's a tall,
Since that day
he's a
at
tall
Ramley.
Diego Lima.
Since that day at Ramwick where he took off and went a million lengths above average, he's just been labelled the jockey.
What on
of
Black
the-
Jag?
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Or was it the other one?
Oh no, that was
No.
it was the
Oh,
miniature.
calming influence.
Coming in
influence,
when Nash
yeah.
was just to blame as everyone, and they threw Serge under the bus.
And
And,
Jason Coyle's horse came
Yeah,
over the top.
yeah.
Since then, he's
He
been
hasn't
labelled
won
it.
since.
yeah,
Even Waller calls on him when he needs like a
No,
front
yeah, exactly
runner and
right,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly
It's
right.
just been
yeah.
He's pigeonholed.
Yeah. It's funny if you're getting a horse ready and you want it to lead and you're happy for it to knock up. So we'd like to.
Perry puts him on at
Yeah,
Cessnock because he's
yeah.
going to go to the front.
Yeah.
Of course.
Smart play.
Des,
I got to say, I know that looks a bad sap, but I'm giving a tick to Serge. He's in the Gando class. I like him.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind Serge.
Ben's going to pick and choose in those 107, aren't you? You're going to.
Well, he said 107 Metro rides. I'm tipping I won on him.
Yeah.
I like it.
Perfect. Des said, just seen the replay, not sure who got my tide in the run to the line, Canny Estes or Cassie.
Jesus Christ. Like you get what you pay for, don't you?
Isn't she a mare that's going to be put to pasture?
Well, I unfortunately thought the boat charage was a good thing last week. And
I hope I did part of that.
no. But look how slowly they've gone. And I watched her. She was bloody pulling the horse's head all the way around. It was just sickening. And now I know that it wasn't a day to actually lead on things.
Yes.
You know, it was a wide day.
Yes.
But that horse was so much faster than the other horses.
Yes.
And there she is reefing it back, and there's Frill Seeking just sitting outside. Like she shouldn't have been. Frill Seeking shouldn't have been anywhere near it.
It's a very good point. Just the way that they travel and the jockey's hands, it's just as important as the last 200 metres that everyone's through.
As I've said a few times, if you ran in a straight line down 400 metres with no bias, no lanes, and just on equal ability horses, I think a horse ridden by Blake or Hugh just under them getting the horse to travel would beat the B grade jockeys by a couple of lengths.
Well, that's a difference.
Just on that balance and on that tractability that they could bring. And Terry Steer to finish off part 2. Punters show, a job at Fort Glen, Racing New South Wales, appointment of board members. Can we find that ad and can I get what the job description is for it, please, Matt?
Okay.
I'll apply for this.
Yeah, you've got to.
Yeah, we're going to apply. We'll all apply.
Okay.
So we'll apply.
I'm going to be a board member at the Racing New. Oh, that would be great.
How good
Is there
would
any money in it?
Sure,
Or is it
there
just
would be. Yeah, you'd be on a
You
board.
know,
I do a good job.
Let's all
you
apply.
won't get a job. No, you get appointed to the board, and then you just get fucked over by that meeting scenario that everybody talks about in the corporate world, which is.
I might apply for this.
Just let's
see how far I go.
Let's see
All
how
of us?
everyone apply individually. See, because Matt can apply because he's sort of a bit more clean skinned. Maybe previous bankruptcy
No,
might.
I'm more clean skinned than me.
Yeah. Oh, but the clean. Yeah.
What? Because I'm.
Well, Matt doesn't get on here and say blacks, whites, Japs, Jews.
Yeah, but I bet you he's a more sinful man. Yeah, exactly. See?
Lucky not to have gone blind.
Whereas 20.
I'm the clean skin. Don't worry about that. Not a drop of dairy once.
Anyway,
There we go.
let's apply.
Let's all apply. Thanks, Dad.
Wow, who knew that?